and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to talk about this custom graduation stole. Now, I made this without a heat press. I use a print-on-demand vendor. So if you want to design custom graduation stoles, but you don't want to make them yourselves, such as you don't want to do the actual sublimation printing, I'm going to show you how to do it using Canva and Printify. One thing to keep in mind though is that these particular graduation stoles ship from overseas. So if you're in the US, there's going to be a longer processing and shipping time. Because of that, I usually recommend this method for personal use or if you're just testing out designs. If you're running a custom graduation business, most sellers usually need faster turnaround times than what print on demand offers. But if you want an easy way to design a graduation stole without making it yourself, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Canva and Printify. If you want to see how I do it, stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is talk about the layout. Printify has their layout as this square that you see here at the top. Now the dimensions on that is a 7,348 by 669 pixels, which equals out to a 72 by 6 inch graduation stole. Now because the layout is like horizontal, it's easier to design it in a vertical format. So that's why even though when we upload it into Printify, it needs to be horizontal as you see on the screen. When we design it, we're going to design it as a 2-panel vertical template. So the first step is to go ahead and create our template frame. Now, since we've already discussed that the horizontal layout has a length of 7,348, for our design, we're going to make that half. So this custom size that you see on the screen for one side of the panel is still going to have a width of 669 pixels, but our length is going to be 3,674. So when you set up the custom size, it's going to be 669 by 3,674 pixels. Okay, and you see here I just have a standard custom frame. You go up to elements and then you're going to type in frame, and then it's going to bring up what you want. One thing I wanted to point out before we get started on our design is that when I did the original design, I did not leave enough room for the neck area. So that's why on my stole, it looks like it comes up too far. So on the template that I'm using here, I'm making sure that I bring down this ruler and guide to about 600 to allow for space up at the top for the neck. And then also I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom, just so we'll know where we want to place all of our text and our images. Okay, so I've decreased the view so that you can see that I have added the space up at the top for the neck area. There's not going to be a design here, and space at the bottom so that there's no design there as well. We're just going to design inside of this frame section that's in the middle. Okay, so now it's time for us to go ahead and start designing. I want to start with the background. Now I will be using Pro Elements in this tutorial, so anything with a crown is a Pro feature and you have to have a Pro subscription. So I'm going to start off with this pink background. I'm using watercolor wash background, so I'm just going to drag this on top of my frame. And then the next step is very important. You want to make sure that you click on the frame and that you lock it. That way when we start adding our different text and images, it won't take over the entire frame. Okay, so we want to hit lock twice and we'll start putting in the elements. Okay, so now I'm going to speed this section up a bit, but you'll be able to see the elements that I'm adding to the page. Now that I have my elements, the next step is for me to grab in my images. from upload. So you're going to hit upload files and upload whatever pictures you want to use. Now, I've mentioned before that I use AI images, but you will use actual photos. But if you're interested in learning more about how to design, how to create AI images, be sure to check out my store. I do have a faceless AI starter kit. All right, so I'm just going to grab a few images over here and start importing. Now here is my graduate, and what I'm going to do is remove the background so we get rid of this gray. So hit background remover and you just have the graduate. Now if you see here, if you want to kind of do like a blur effect so that you don't see everything at the bottom, I'm going to show you how to do that. So you'll click on the image, you'll go down to the side where it says image blend. Yep, I think it's image blender. Yeah, that's the one we want. So I'm going to use this linear. Click on that, and you see here how it brings up the two circles with the line right here. This is going to start blending in your image. So if I want to change it, I'll just move this around. So you'll see here that blurs out the top, which we do not want. But if you change the bottom, then you can go down as far as you like. But we're just going to stop right there, and once you're done, you'll hit save. Alright, so I'm going to add a few more images, but I want to show you one more step on this one. So on this image, I've already blurred out the bottom, so I've already blended it, but I want to do a fade type of effect. I want to decrease the transparency so that she looks like she's kind of behind the other image, if that makes sense. So what I'll do is I will click on the image, go to transparency, and bring that down a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to increase the size. And then I'm going to change the position because I want her to be in the background. Right now she's on top of the other image. I want to put her in the back. So I'm going to go to position and go to layers and then move her behind. Okay. And then again, you can just kind of move things around on the page however you want. I'm going to continue to do this step and come back. Now it's time for me to add some text on the page. So I'm going to go over to text, add a text box, and I'm going to change the font type. I think for the top, I'm going to use maybe a more cursive script such as Alex Brush, and then just increase the font size and then type what I want. Okay, so I'm going to do a layering type effect. So you see here how I have the font in this pink color. I have my effects set to splice, and then I've kind of changed the direction a little bit and the thickness. Now what I'm going to do is add another text box on top of that so that you can actually see the letters and the wording a little bit better. Okay, so now you see I've added my second text box. It says the same word, congrats, and then it's also in the same font. However, this time I've changed the style to shadow, and I've also changed the transparency, the blur, and the color. That way, once I layer this on top like this, you can see it a lot better. Okay, so now I am under my layers, and you see how I have congrats for both sections right here. I'm going to group that. So to group it, you're just going to click on both of these and hit group. Okay, so now that I've grouped it, it's a lot easier to move this all around as if it's just one text box. All right, so I'm going to add a few more text on the screen, and then I'll come back. Okay, so now you see that I've added class of. I did the same type of layering effect, and I grouped it so that it's just one entire box. So now I'm going to go on and start designing the second panel. Okay, so now you see the second panel. I've added similar elements. I just included maybe a graphic for the school mascot. I've also put in the letters for maybe the high school name, a prom image, and the graduate's name at the bottom. So now this is the second panel. We have our first panel. Now I want to show you what it looks like once I take this off. You just want to make sure that when you actually download this, you don't have this box at the top that says no design, because however you download it and send to Printify is how it's going to print. So you want to make sure you get rid of this box before you send it off. Okay, so this is what our design looks like. Here is the first panel, and you see I removed the box at the top and the bottom, and then here is the second panel. So now we're ready to download it as a PDF and put it inside of our horizontal frame and get it prepared to upload into Printify. So now we are on the other template, which is our horizontal layout for Printify. So we're going to go over to uploads, and you're going to upload the file for each side of the panel. And now we're just going to import it onto this template. You'll want to rotate it so that it's 90 degrees. And then we're going to increase the size so that it covers the entire left side of our new template. Now we're going to do the same step for the right side. Import, rotate, and resize. Now you want to make sure that you increase the view so that you can look and make sure that there are no spaces and that everything looks the way that you want it, because when you upload it into Printify, this is how your layout is going to be. All right, so now that we're ready to download this template, you're going to do the same step. You're going to hit share, download, PNG, increase the size, select the current page, and then you're going to hit download. Okay, so now I'm inside of my Printify platform, and you'll notice that you'll just go to catalog and type in graduation stole, and it'll bring up this item right here. Now again, I just want to restate that this is shipping from overseas. It ships from China. So when I did my order, it took about 5 days for the production, and it took about 8 days for shipping, and I just did regular shipping. So if you have approximately 2 weeks, then you should be good to go ahead and order through Printify. Okay, and you'll notice that this is the graduation stole. Again, it's 72 by 6 inches, and the design will print on both sides, the front and the back. And you're just going to hit start designing. All right, and now it's going to bring up this template here. This is where we're going to upload our design, and you're going to go over to upload, and you're going to upload the template by selecting my device. Now I've already done this step, so I'm just going to go to my library, and I'm going to select it, and you'll see here that it's already got it laid out on the template. And as always, when you're using Printify, you want to make sure that the resolution is high, so that's why we increased the size inside of Canva. So this looks good. Now I just have it defaulted to the white background, and that's because I know that the colors that I have on my upload is going to cover the entire template. So I don't have to worry about what color it is. It's going to print this pink on both sides. So the next step is go ahead and save your product. Okay, so now we have saved it. Now we don't want to publish it since it's for personal use. We are just going to save as a draft. Now you'll see it under my product. Okay, so from this point we can go ahead and get ready to create our order. So you'll go to orders, create an order. You can choose sample, and we're going to select the graduation stole. Now they do have different options for shipping, but again, you can, if you have enough time, you can do regular shipping, but that's up to you. So we're going to select this, and then you're going to go ahead and fill out all the information, do the shipping. You're going to put in your address, and then you're going to calculate the shipping. Now that is the end of this tutorial. If you're interested in getting this template that we showed today, I will include it in my AI Stole mockup system. Inside of here, you'll also get the stole mockup for the regular 72 by 6 inch stole, as well as bonus Canva templates for chip bags, money card, buttons, and so much more. So if you like that, go ahead and click the link. But as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.